Hi friends, welcome to TechSide channel. Today I would like to discuss on Kafka message format. So before this, if you are not aware about Kafka, how to install, even how to create producer and consumer from the .NET, I have another videos uploaded in my channel. So I will put those links in the description part of this video also. You can look at those. Okay, let's go into this topic like message format of the sending to the Kafka server from the producer. So here the message contain key, value, header, and metadata. So four parts it contain. The value part, this is the original content we are whatever we aim to send message to the Kafka server. Apart from the key is the value that we use in order to send messages in the order in particular partition, and the header part, this is additional information apart from the original value where we can send the application name, version, or any other details in order to recognize the message type or maybe message source like that. And metadata, it gives the timestamp. That's mean when the message is created, the message is logged in the Kafka server. So here I given simple pseudocode about the message and its the content. Mean what are the four we discussed above those, we can able to send to the Kafka server by constructing message like this. So as part of message like value where we can able to pass the object, and by serializing the other one key, here we can give any value, but I have taken some order event from this object. I have taken order ID and timestamp, current date I have taken, and then headers. Yeah, I have taken some information. This we can see once we go through the code. I will show how what it contains. Okay, this is basically simply like the format about the Kafka message where key, value, header, metadata, these details we can pass as part of the message. And consumer, mean whoever receive this message, no, they can utilize for their process in order to identify the source of the message or further details. Okay, and then here I would like to go more explanation on each one. So here key, this is optional. So message we can construct even without key also, and we can send that message to the Kafka server. So key, whatever value we mention in the key, no, that is as we discussed, like that we use for ordering purposes. So our messages, with same key go to the same partition, which guarantees message order for that specific key. So let's say we have 100 messages are there, 50 messages I need to send in order. So for that 50 messages, I can keep key is the same value. Let's say key equal to 123. So whatever messages with 123 value, I mean as a key, it will go into the order in a partition. Partition mean under topic we have set of partitions. So in a partition we can send these 50 messages in a order by using the key. Even though partition having 100 messages, but we are sending some 50 messages in a order. For that we use this key. If we are not sending key, then the messages are stored in the partition as round robin manner. Let's say we have 3 4 partitions are there under topic. So when we send messages to the topic, the messages are stored in the partitions, and under round robin method. It follows. Okay. And the value, the actual data payload stored as a sequence of bytes. So this value is in the form of bytes as we serialized. If we go here, we applied a serialization. Okay, so it will go into byte format. So that is the data, the original data what we are planning to send to the Kafka server. So here Kafka server does not modify any thing as part of the value. That's what here Kafka brokers do not interpret the content. So whatever content we are sending as part of the message, the Kafka broker does not change anything on that. So here it is like strings, object, JSON, Avro, etc. These formats we can send to the Kafka server from the producer. Then timestamp. So it's like we can use this timestamp to append the log. So when a message sent to the Kafka server, that message is stored as a log at server level in a disk when we go depth way. So there it append the timestamp also. So when the message was created, okay, that information is part of the timestamp. And headers, so this is optional as I mentioned. So this data is in the form of key value pegs, so we can send some information like the application version or maybe the source of the application from where those informations we can keep as many as key value pegs as part of the header section. So basically, this is like four parts. Value is mandatory. This is compulsory one. Key optional and headers are also optional. So even timestamp also it's not required. So that is also optional. No need to send. Then value is must required. Okay. So then I would like to go with sending message from the .NET producer. So by considering all the things like a key value, timestamp, and headers with these format, and again same thing consuming from the .NET consumer. For that also I have created a .NET consumer service. From there I can fetch the data and can show as a demo. That is the planning now. Okay, let's go into the .NET producer service. I will show you. I have created already. Yeah, before this, let me first start the Kafka server. Guys, if you don't know how to start Kafka server, even installation, those things, I have created other two videos. I mentioned like installation as well as uh, the creation, I mean, creating .NET producer, even .NET consumer. That also I have mentioned in another video. Please look at those two videos. And also I would like to do more videos as part of the Kafka, so that it helps for you if you subscribe this channel, so that you will get more videos on this related, even not only limited to this Kafka. I would like to uh, even create other videos on .NET side, even other side as architect level, even .NET programming level. It helps. Okay, let me start this server now. So yeah, Kafka server start batch file. This is the one I am using to start the server, Kafka server. So I have installed Kafka in C folder. That's why I given C Kafka config server properties. I can show you also quickly. If I go here, I have Yeah, here I installed Kafka. That's why in order to start the server we need to go config and server properties. So here the details is there, Kafka server details and IP, port, those things. Yeah, I don't want to go much on that because another video already I have uploaded about installation. Okay, now the Kafka server started. Now I would like to go into the producer where I can construct the message and can send that message to the Kafka server by keeping all the things like key, value, headers, and timestamp. Those. So I have created already a console application. This is, and I have added confluent.kafka is nugget package. Okay. Then I have created the class here. A simple any class you can create, but so I have taken some type. This type I need to mean by creating object for this type. I need to send that object to the Kafka server. For that, I have taken like order ID, customer ID, amount created. This is the type I have taken. Then in a main method, I'm creating even producer config property. So basically, in order to connect with the Kafka server, we need to inform to the producer uh, some configuration details. So don't go much about other things that I will explain later further video. As of now, this is the server, basically Kafka server. We need to connect that information we need to add as a part of configuration. So that's why I have created producer config object. For that, I specified the particular this server we need to connect. As of now, this is in my local system. That's why given localhost 9092. Okay. Then I created the object order event object based on the about type. Here I have declared type. So for that I created an instance. So I need to deliver this to the Kafka server. That's why I have created the object here. Then even I would like to pause the headers also. That's why I mentioned. So in this section you can keep whatever information, maybe source system, application version, like that. I given just source system and content type, two values like key values. I am passing through message. That's why I construct the header object here. Then this is the thing what we are discussing today, our topic about this message format. So here message format value is there. In value I am taking the object, the whatever this object is created, this I am taking and serializing that one, because while sending message we need to serialize the content, whatever the value we need to serialize. That's why we are doing this serialize of this order event. Then key, I am taking any, basically any value we can take, but just simply key underscore, and I am taking just order event dot order id dot to string. That is from this order event. Just I am taking that GUID value here, but we can take anyone. But we know the intention of key, like as we discussed, like in order to maintain the order for the bulk of messages in a particular partition, we use key value. Okay, that's why I added key here. And timestamp, so I'm taking current date as a timestamp. And headers, so in header section I am assigning this header object. This header object contain, you go here, yeah, this one, so system and content type. Okay, so these things we are passing to the Kafka server. Then once we pass the Kafka server, from the consumer point of view, how we can mean take these values, those like consume these values, we can see that also. For that also, just I will go through the code and then I will show by running this. We can test the this code also, whether it is working or any issues are there. Okay, let me go into the consumer part. So Yeah, here at consumer side, because I know I'm going to receive this type order created event we created as part of the producer. That type we going to receive. That's why I mentioned here as a type. Then within the main, yeah, here also we need to configure the properties for even consumer side also. So guys, I would like to go for other one or two videos for configuration part for producer, even configuration part for consumer, that I will go depth way, but don't worry as of now. So yeah, so in order to connect the Kafka server to consume some data, we are using the server details here, bootstrap servers, that I mentioned here. Forgot about other things that we'll see later. So now I have created the object for the consumer. So by passing the consumer config. So here mainly the server I passed here. So creating the object for the consumer, and then subscribing. So here we need to subscribe particular topic. So from Kafka server where it contain the number of topics, but here we need to subscribe which topic you are consuming. So that information we need to give here. Let's then, yeah, this is the cancellation token. This part I explained in even my previous video also. This part basically, let's say the consumer fetching number of messages in between want to interrupt, no, it helps basically by pressing Control C, we can able to interrupt the message consuming. For that we can use that code. And yeah, this is the main here in try block, where we are mentioning CTS token is cancellation requested. That's mean if cancellation not requested, it's keep on fetching all the messages one by one. That is how it is consume of. So we are passing token, so then it will fetch the details from the Kafka server. So once we fetch each message now, so we can keep that message in the order object. From there I can access the values basically. So the order contain the message dot value. That's mean whatever object order created event object, that information will go here. But just as for demo purpose, I would like to display what is the key we receiving from the uh, producer, even timestamp we receive from producer, what are the headers we receive from producer. For that I have taken this code also, because this result, from result now we can get uh, result dot message, and the message key is there, even timestamp. This information we can able to display as part of the consumer. Okay, here I constructed simply some message like this is the order. So and the customer ID for that order is, as well as the amount and the created these basically the order created event properties I am displaying here. Just I am coming come to the result after that. This is how basically the consumer we created here in order to consume the messages. Okay, let me. So yeah, I would like to here maybe give some meaningful way to give some order topic. You can give any name, but it should whatever this you created with order topic, no, same should be there here. Subscription part. This is the subscription part. Okay. So now let me run producer. Yeah, I'm running producer now. So it will deliver a message to the Kafka broker into the order topic. Coordinator code in progress applying. Okay, okay, let's see anyhow. So then I would like to execute this consumer. See here, this key value, it is GUID value automatically generated, and timestamp and today date and today time, and header. So system, just I am displaying just key values. Just I given key one, key two, like that. So source system, content type. After that, processing order, and this specific GUID we given as GUID order ID. So for the customer 1 2 3 amount, this even created it. This we are passing from the producer. I can, let me show from producer. So where we construct the object, yeah, this is automatic GUID, then cost 1 2 3, even amount 250, date time. That is the information we are displaying as part of the consumer here. Okay, now we are able to successfully fetch the information from the Kafka server about the key, even timestamp, even original value. This is the original value, whatever order information, and even header information also we are able to fetch. So even we can fetch more number of as many as values also. Let me even, let's say, suppose if you want to send bulk messages, no, you can do that also. So just keeping some group like that. Let's say here I can, if I want to send some bulk messages, let's say 5 messages I want to send. This one. So now running the producer, so it will deliver message to the Kafka server. Yeah, 5 messages, and let's run the consumer. So it should fetch 5 messages. Yeah, see. So basically, it is displaying 5 messages, key value, and then timestamp, header, processing that one. After that, again, one more key value, timestamp, then source system. This, it is fetching the all the information basically. So 5 times it is sending the message. Okay, so as as part of the project, based on your requirement, we can able to tweak accordingly. But this is how we can able to use the key and timestamp, header and value information as part of the consumer. So you can use based on your requirement how we can use header or maybe the key value, those information. Okay, that's it, friends. Today, this session. Thanks for watching. Please comment it and subscribe and share to anyone so that they can also get benefit from these videos. Thank you.